Okay, welcome all of you for the demo session on Data Science with GenAI course. Let me give my introduction first so that we get to know each other, and then I will explain what all stuff we are going to cover um, and the curriculum and stuff like that, the timelines, prerequisites, what is expected, and what role you can expect as a job role you will get once you complete this course. Okay. Let me introduce myself. So my name is Arpan Ghosh. I will be your mentor for this course. And in fact, this course has been designed by me for Visualpath. Uh, I am currently, I have overall almost 18 and a half, 19 years of experience in the field of analytics. Currently, I'm the director and leading the entire IT practice of my current fintech organization. Previously, I've worked with multiple organizations like KPMG, Accenture, Glaxo, Nippon, Jubilant and stuff, and domains of telecom, media, pharma, retail, fintech, mutual funds and stuff. I have also implemented multiple analytical solutions in organizations and make the company as a data-driven company, which includes all types of um, analytical solutions, including prescriptive, descriptive, and predictive, and GenAI. Um, I love coding, and I still code, although being part of the management team right now. And hence, I love teaching. So I have been associated with those teaching whenever I get time in the off hours of my office hours. Uh, Almost 3 years now in multiple institutes, not only Visualpath, but with Visualpath, I've been associated with almost like 1.5 hours and 1.5 years. Sorry, and this was one of the initial course. I remember Data Science with GenAI, which was conceptualized and built. I was the person when we started almost like 1.5 years back. Um, that's about me in a very nutshell. So the course is data science, okay, with GenAI. So the primary focus of this course will be on data science, and then we will give an overview of GenAI. Okay, so people who want to make transition, because the roadmap is whoever want to make the transition from different background. You can be IT background and non-IT background. Ultimate goal is to move in the field of AI, especially Gen AI, agentic AI, what you're seeing right now. The natural transition is to first understand data science properly, especially machine learning, deep learning. Okay, these two you need to understand, and that's why in this roadmap. And when I say data science, it will be a dual role. So data science plus data analytics. Okay, or data analyst role. So data scientist and data analyst. This is, and then you transition into the field of AI, which now has become Gen AI plus agentic AI, plus now it has become MCPs of agentic AI and stuff like that. So this is the generic roadmap. So this is where we are in. This course is focused on for people who are wanting to do the transition from maybe IT, doing in something else in the IT, or non-IT. That means here IT means coders and non-coders. This course is focused on this branch. So you will be equipped with learning, machine learning and deep learning primarily, along with data analyst role. That means how to analyze the data in a more no better way. Okay, these role what we are going to transition we were going to focus on, so that It becomes a stepping stone, and in near future, if you want to move into the advanced and become more proficient, looking for roles like AI engineer, AI architect who are focused on GenAI and stuff, or agentic AI, then you can go to this role after you have learned this. So this is a gradual progress for this. First thing first, I hope I have made that clear. Now, why we cannot directly jump into GenAI? That's the question sometimes, people might have. Why we are learning data science? Because as per the market standard, okay, um, as per the market standard, a person who is an AI engineer who is expected to be proficient in GenAI is expected to be a good data scientist first. That is the market rule. So hence, we need to look for role of data scientist. And in order to know data scientist, I should know machine learning and deep learning. That's period. And that is what we will be focusing on. Okay. Now, what is this data science domain is coming from? Now, I'm sure you guys have seen this diagram multiple times over the internet. The spherical diagram, I'm sure you have seen. Sorry for my pathetic diagram, but I hope you will pardon me for that. In the space of AI, you have this data science, and inside data science, if I enlarge, you will have this main domains called machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, and NLP. Our focus is on this. So this is part of that. And from NLP, it led to the further progress into GenAI. There are multiple things in between, but first of all, the domain which led to GenAI is NLP, natural language processing. Okay. And we will also learn NLP here. So we will not only learn machine learning, we'll also learn deep learning and NLP. Okay. In this. So data science is still focused. So this is part of my predictive analytics. So using ML algorithms, deep learning algorithms, I want to predict using the historical data. That is what machine learning is all about. And why we call machine learning? Because we want to predict the future by learning something on the data. For example, now I generally give this example to all the people, like if I have CGPA and placement as the two columns, right? And if I give you few rows of data like 20, placement is no, 40, placement is no, 60, yes, 70, yes. Now, if I give you something called 65, and if I ask you to predict whether the placement will happen or not, I'm sure you will say yes. Because we have this amount of rows of data and seeing the pattern, the relationship between this CGP and placement, I'm able to predict it. Now, the challenge comes up if I give you 1 crore of data or 100,000 rows of data, if I give it to you, it will become a challenge for you, right? Because then as a human brain to analyze so much records and then give me this, the prediction, it becomes difficult. Now, if I increase the number of columns to say 50 columns, now again, it will become very difficult for a human brain to understand, to compute the pattern present. And that's why the term machine learning came into the picture, where machine, that means you have a compute machine, which has the power to compute such huge data. Then along with that, I'm giving something called the algorithms. Okay. That means as human, you are able to see the data and able to understand the pattern, right? Now here, to understand the pattern present on that historical data, there should be some mathematical equation in simple terms. These algorithms are nothing but mathematical equations. Machine, I am giving mathematical equations plus historical data, and then it will give me prediction. The output is prediction for future data. This is a nutshell, is nothing but machine learning. So what is machine is learning? Machine is learning the patterns present in the data, historical data. It is understanding the relationship present between the columns in the data. Okay. So this is by understanding these patterns, what will happen once I know the relationship. That's the way we did, right? CGPA and placement. We found out the relationship. If CGPA is high, generally the placement is happening. If CGPA is low, the placement will be less. It's not happening, right? So you understood the pattern. Now, in a huge amount of data with multiple columns and multiple rows, I'm using the compute power of the machine. I'm giving an algorithm and giving the historical data. It will understand the relationship and the pattern, and it will give me prediction. And everything I will use Python as the coding language, because I have to use some language to code, right? So I will use Python as a coding language to come to use this know, understand this pattern and give me the prediction. Okay. So this is what machine learning in a nutshell is all about. And I'm sure you might have heard this term machine learning. So there are different types of machine learning. One is supervised, one is unsupervised, and the third one is semi-supervised. Okay. In supervised, basically we say in technically we know the target column. That means in layman term, we know what to predict. That is called the supervised machine learning. Unsupervised, we do not know what to predict. We do not know what to predict. Now you can ask then what's the point? Because machine learning is all about prediction, but that is important. Why? Here in unsupervised, we will do segmentation. In layman term, we will say grouping. In SQL, you might have done group by, right? So basically grouping we will do. And this is a very important branch of your machine learning where using grouping, suppose if I give you a transactional data and you want to build a marketing strategy on the your customer behavior. So customer behavioral analysis, which is very important and common across industry, is done by unsupervised machine learning algorithms, which is just by grouping. This is the pattern we are grouping groups, customer behavioral, and semi-supervised is like combination of supervised plus unsupervised. Okay. So these are the broader categories of these are the broader no, broader categories of machine learning techniques which we will learn in depth. Okay, and today being just a demo, I'm just giving you the rough overview. I will now move into the curriculum, what we are going to cover and the duration. Okay, what we will have in this course. Okay. So as we said, focus is on data science and especially machine learning, deep learning, and NLP. This curriculum is a very detailed curriculum intended for people who are really fresher, become focused on coders and non-coders, more focused on non-coders who do not have any coding background. So this is a total 75 hours of sessions. Okay? Monday to Friday, 1 hour per day. So 5 hours a week. Total 75-hour session, no sessions on weekends. India time I'm talking about, okay? Monday to Friday, 1 hour a day, 75 hours of sessions, okay? What we are going to cover in this, that's the most important part. We will start with our basic Python and detailed Python coding we will learn. From basic to moderate to advanced level, we will learn Python. We will then move into in Python. When I say even NumPys, pandas, if you have heard this term, if you're not heard, that's fine. It's a basic common thing. We will move into data visualization for the people who are looking for role of data analyst using Python. Then we will move into the data science cycle. Okay. And now just a cycle when I say, let me quickly give you a rough view of what is data science cycle. So when you are doing a machine learning algorithm, if you are building an algorithm, it does not like you give the data then start building the algorithm. It doesn't happen like that. So you have different phases like data ingestion, where you take the data coming from different inputs or sources, source one, source two, source three. Then you have feature engineering stage where you do the pre-processing, null value. There's a certain techniques are there. We'll understand this feature engineering stuff. We do an EDA, that is exploration of the data. Okay. And then we pass this data for model training. Okay. In this, you will have a lot of things, hyperparameter tuning, iterations of the model which is done. Okay. Then you do the model deployment. So these are the different data science cycles, okay, which is there. I mean, I'm giving a very high level, and because it's very premature for you guys to right now go in depth. We'll go in depth when we are now we are starting the course and doing it, right? So that in that data science cycle in the curriculum, we will understand all these processes, EDA, feature engineering, okay, treatment of null values and stuff like that, data injections, what are the steps, all these data science cycle will understand everything, okay. Even we have feature selections. So what is feature selection? What are the different techniques? All practical, okay. Everything will be practical in this. Nothing PPT or theory. Obviously, theory will be there. I will make you understand the concept, but it will be hands-on coding, all practical sessions. Okay. We will also learn statistics. It is important for data scientists to know the statistics is important related to machine learning. So we'll understand statistics like ANOVA test, p-value, hypothesis testing, chi-square test, standard normal distribution, skewness, kurtosis, all these basic things which is there in statistics, which we'll learn. Okay. Then we will move into the machine learning algorithms. So there are majorly 10 to 12 types of algorithm, like linear regression, logistic regression, decision tree, random forest. If you have heard these terms, SGBoost, all these different algorithm, we will understand the mathematical calculations and the logic working principles of this algorithm, which is important for your interview, and then practically execute the algorithm, how we are doing it. Okay. We will also do unsupervised algorithms like k-means clustering, DB scan, okay, hierarchical clustering. So all this type of clustering we will do. Then we will do projects on machine learning. So there are 3 projects. We will do end-to-end projects of 3 on machine learning. Okay. Then we will move to deep learning. Here it is a big module, and these 2 are very big module. In deep learning, we will understand what are artificial neural network, what are the activation functions are there, what is the optimizers are there, no, the different techniques we will understand. So that all we will understand. Okay. Very detailed way we will understand this. We will also move then into the NLP. In NLP, we'll understand what is RNN, what is LSTM. I think these are all jargons for you, but as a story, just understand the modules which will be there. That's why it's a very exhaustive course. Even GRUs and all these are different components which is there. We'll understand. Okay. After that, we will go into the flavor of what. Then again, we'll do some projects on deep learning. This is for machine learning. This is for deep learning. We will do some projects. After that, we'll move into the transformers and GenAI part, okay? Because we'll give a flavor of GenAI. Because once we done LSTM, we will be prepared enough to understand the architecture of transformers. And then we will have GenAI overview, which will help you to understand know what is GenAI is all about. Because in GenAI, the LLM models, transformer is the building block of these LLM models. So that's what we will understand in our later half of the course once we learn NLP. And you could see that the flow is very organic flow. Like we will start with basic, and then gradually we will do the analysis part, the exploration part, the feature engineering part, and then we move into the machine learning and deep learning. Okay. So this is the overall curriculum at a very high level. You can go to the website of Visualpath. The detailed curriculum is there. Each module wise, inside each module, what are the topics which is going to be covered? Everything is there in their website. You can go through that where you will able to understand all this.